Hey everybody, welcome to Stock Snipers Trading. Thanks everyone for joining. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave, and it is 11 a.m. Eastern. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Juma Mubarak, June 12th. So thanks everyone for joining. We appreciate you guys. This is our post New York. It is SpaceX IPO day, and they still haven't IPO'd. They still haven't came out. They should be coming out any time this afternoon. The price target right now is it could be opening up over the suggested $135 to 160, 170. But we'll see. When it opens, it could provide volatility in the markets. I don't know. I can't give you a time exactly when it will open, but anytime this afternoon. So please be careful with that. That's the big news on today's trading day is the SpaceX IPO, and it's going to be interesting when that drops. Elon Musk is our first trillionaire on the planet, so we're waiting for it to see when they drop this. Okay, guys, and we have a blog article on our website all about SpaceX. If you want to read more about it, if you want to learn more about what an IPO is, and just some general tips trading securities when they IPO. Okay, and guys, I hope everyone is doing well. Yesterday was a fun session. Today, let's see how everything is moving. We'll 100% do a top-down analysis on gold, and we'll do NASDAQ today. And guys, I'm also going to share an AI trade idea with you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to drop the link and get the analysis, and because we're going to have a giveaway on that. So if you want some real easy analysis and to give you guys some trade ideas, I'll do one live with us on the AITradeIdeas.com, and I'll show you how all of that works. And so let's have some fun. And we do have breaking news. Iran's foreign minister says the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, has never been closer. So we'll see what is going on here. Okay, and please guys, trade careful. It is a Friday going into the weekend. Donald Trump can tweet at any moment. Iranian officials can tweet at any moment. We can have the SpaceX IPO at any minute, and there can be a volatility. So with that being said, please just trade with proper risk management. Okay, all days during this time, these critical times in the markets, we have to do that. If you've already hit your daily goal, maybe you're on your way to your weekly goal, this is where I would recommend and suggest to lower your risk, lower your sizing, so that you don't do anything stupid, and then you go into the weekend scratching your head saying, why did I just blow up my account on a Friday afternoon? Okay, so let's all trade smart, let's trade responsible, and let's be real traders here and not gamblers. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Hit the likes on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because I'm hearing some people say, Ron, I'm subscribed to your channel, but I never get the link when you go live. So either join that free Telegram, that's where I drop the link in there, and also hit that notification bell on YouTube. I don't work for YouTube. I don't know why you're not getting notified if you're subscribed to it, but just hit that notification bell. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do the charts in just a moment. Let's just go over today's news. Trump is always in the news. So Trump blasts the Tehran after Iran leaks its own demands in a peace deal. So Donald Trump was talking here earlier. The terms that Iran leaked out to the fake news have nothing to do with the terms that were agreed to in writing. What they said, including their weak and pathetic statement on having a deal, bears no relation to the truth. Very dishonorable people to deal with. With them, there is no such thing as dealing in good faith. Amazing. Also, there's totally rebuffed drone attack last night against Indian ships, leaving the Hormuz Strait is totally unacceptable. Okay, so if you're planning on trading and holding a position over the weekend, this is not going to stop. Donald Trump will be tweeting all weekend. Iran will be doing their thing, and be prepared for volatility if you're in an overnight position, because we don't know how it's going to open up on Sunday night. And this is a funny picture right over here. Trump is my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite to make fun of. Like, the guy's a clown. But we have to follow him. Whether we like him or not, the markets move when this guy tweets every single minute. So we got to pay attention to this guy. Today's news, other than just Donald Trump, there was some UK news coming out in London market. Pretty light forward day news wise. Nothing going on in the 8:30 a.m. North American sessions. We just had our preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment reports just released and inflation expectations. Okay, so no real news today. Just treat it as it's a Friday. However, these guys can be tweeting at any time, and the most important thing is it's SpaceX's IPO day, and it still hasn't opened. So when that opens, that could cause lots of volatility in NASDAQ or S&P 500. Okay. Right over here, here's the news. So SpaceX is set to make a record-breaking debut. SpaceX counts down to NASDAQ debut in record 75 billion IPO. A big test lies ahead for SpaceX, set to hit at 1.8 trillion in market value if its 135 share IPO price holds up. There was some leaks saying that it's going to open at 160 or 170, but time will tell and we will see. So you can see basically everything in the news is all about SpaceX today. Musk is our first trillionaire status. So with this IPO and everything else he has, he is a trillionaire. So SpaceX, guys, we'll talk about it on another call. But if you're looking for, do you believe in space and the future of this 10, 20, 30 years down the road? This is one of those unicorn securities. It could be like NVIDIA and Apple. Time will tell. Do you want to FOMO buy the highs right now on an IPO, or do you want to wait? So I'm waiting patiently to see what happens and maybe catch a pullback. If I can buy some shares at around $100, I'm going to start to load up 100 shares and have some covered call options and do what I do and slowly accumulate more of this, because I believe in everything that they will do 10, 20, 30 years down the road. Maybe secure a little bit of shares from my kids and do what I do, right? So you guys can do the same thing, but if you FOMO buy right now when it opens, you never know. Maybe there's going to be a hefty pullback, and then so just treat it as you normally do. Patience, discipline, wait for pullbacks. Figure out your charts when everything opens up, and let it trade for a week and stabilize, figure out your support resistance areas, so on and so forth. Okay. So US-Iran Hormuz reopening deal next week. Again, okay, they're going to open, they're going to close, they're going to open, they're going to close, they're going to open and close. We've been hearing this for the past 3-4 months now. So I don't believe any of this, but the markets do move up and down regarding all of this. Okay. Oil tumbles amid rising hopes for US-Iran peace deal. What else we got going on? Everything is just basically SpaceX today. So you can see right here, SPCX is the ticker, Space Exploration. It's set to open at $135, and it's not open as of yet. Okay. Add it to your watch list, guys. That's one security. Add it to your watch list. And guys, we sent out a few trade ideas today. So here was one on shorting NASDAQ right over here. So you can see what we're looking for. We're looking for shorts below 29,445. And we had one black candle close below, but then you see opened ignited bullish, came back up. Equal highs, look at that, there's your clue, equal highs, and then a big massive bearish candle, engulf everything, structural candle, came right back up to the retest location, and then really flooded down. So if you got that, congratulations. Yes, it did go initially in a little bit of drawdown, but that's why we have a stop loss above structure to account for that. Okay, and if you got that, that's moving approximately 200 pips. That could have been well on your way to your daily goal. Commodities, also signals sent out on gold, looking for sells below 4203, 4200. There's a nice double top M pattern. There's the closing bar, and there was the push to take out the lows right there. Trade right into the point of control of that big blue candle right there, 50%, drawing a line right across. There's the wick, and then it came right back up. If you don't do anything, guys, when you grab 200 pips, gold or any security has tendency to do this, to come back where you entered or maybe your stop loss, and then you see it came back down, back up again, and then a big bearish ignited candle, again, lead the way down and continue to go down. So you can see that we utilize these as static levels throughout the day. Just watch for volume closing above or below, okay? So if you got these trade ideas, congratulations. Again, guys, shout out to Dave all week for providing us with the trade signals, ideas, and give him a shout out. Dave works hard behind the scenes. I know you see my mug here on YouTube all day, but Dave is a big part of this. He does live trading with all of the snipers in the Zoom room and provides the signals for us and keeps us sane here. So Dave is our Lord and Savior over here that keeps us all under control. So shout outs to Dave. And if you guys want to trade with Dave, join the team, and you guys got Dave and all of the snipers. If not, you got to bear with me on YouTube. Okay, guys? And let's just continue moving forward. Right over here, guys, join the free Telegram, because I'm just going to talk about this for one moment. Here are all of our live links to all of our YouTube sessions. So you see, like the day before, we have our upcoming links, so you can join the waiting list if you like, or just be notified when we go live, so you know. Sunday, I'll do the same thing, so you know Monday morning when we go live, okay? Not just the links for our YouTube sessions, but there's also the giveaway alert. We're doing this giveaway, okay? So you got to join this. Here's the link on the free Telegram. Join our free Telegram link, and then this one. I'm going to show you guys during this call how to do a free AI trade idea. So right over here, join this AITradeIdea.com, and you're enrolled to win the prize with us. So that's the giveaway. And here's the SPACEX IPO blog that we did for this week. Lots of information on that. And also Dave is live trading with all of the snipers in Zoom and Discord on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays in New York session. So if you like to trade COMEX and Open Wall Street, you can join Dave. I'm going to do Monday mornings as well, COMEX and Wall Street. And then the rest of the week, we're right after Dave, okay? And everything you need regarding SST is here in this free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for you guys. So I highly recommend you join this, because in order to win this giveaway, you have to be enrolled in this, okay? So those are the parameters. And guys, if you want to finally join the team at StockSniperTrading.com, if you've been humming and hawing, and maybe this weekend you're deciding to join the team to get all of the trade alerts, ideas, the deep dive analysis, the top downs with myself and Dave and every sniper in the Discord, all the education on our website, the Discord community, all of the indicators as well. The list goes on and on and on, and there's much more. This is the time, because right now there's a 50% off promo, cut in half, figuring out that point of control. Use this code SSTJune50 and sign up, okay? It's got to be on the premium plan so that you get everything here. You can sign up for a 3-month plan. We highly recommend that, because you need at least a couple months to go over the education, to join some live calls, to learn a little bit. You're not going to learn much in a month, right? You can, but 3 months is recommended. And then we also have, if you like it, what we do here, we have a 1 year. And if you also like what we do here, we have a lifetime membership where Dave and I and the snipers are going nowhere. You can join us for a long time. And every one of those plans is 50% off, okay? And the free blogs are all available here under the blog section. There was the CPI week blog we had this week, the SpaceX IPO. And next week, you'll see there will be a new FOMC blog on, because Wednesday is FOMC, okay? And all of our live sessions, if anyone's wondering when we go live, what times, it's on our schedule on the website, okay? And finally, guys, thank you so much to everybody that hit the subscribe button this week. It's been unbelievable. I remember last Friday we celebrated 100,000, and today, 1 week later, we're at 1,500 new subs. So in 1 week, so that's historic. This is all-time highs. We're trending at all-time highs as well. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart to everybody that hit that subscribe button, hit the like. It means a lot to us at SST, and to know that we are doing our best effort to help educate everyone financially, to help your mindset, and to help make you a better trader. So thank you guys so much. We do appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to get into gold right now in the 5 minutes. You see a big bullish candle just printed right here at 1050, and we're continuing to go up. So it came basically See this structural candle right over here at 3:55 a.m. Eastern? If you just basically cut that body in half and figure it out the point of control, look at right now where all of these wicks are created. Right there, right there. Let me make that line bigger so you can see what I'm talking about. See how easy trading can be? If you saw that big engulfing candle and you just grabbed your Fibonacci tool right here, open and close, and you figured out where the 0.5 is, the halfway, and you figured out your point of control. Did anybody do this? There's got to be some traders that trade London and had to have done this, okay? Boom, you got it. Now look, okay, I'm stretching into the future, stretch, and the first time we tapped into it, look, was 9 a.m. 5 hours later, okay? Look at how patient you got to wait. And it tapped and it went up, okay? Someone's going to say, well, that's not a big move from that tap up to there. Okay, maybe it's not a big move for you, but for other traders, that's 240 pips. That could be a daily goal. And you see, how much drawdown did you realize? Absolutely nothing. Straight to a profit target. Now, look at what I'm doing. Stretching it. Look, wick, 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 wick. What did that came down and closed back in the zone? Did any black candle close below that green box? Answer is no. Look at that now. That big blue candle close above this structure. This blue candle is also a structural candle, in my opinion. So what you can do with this bar is you can take your Fibonacci from the open, close, and I guarantee you the point of control is right around here, 41,195 to 200. And if it pulls back in there, it might take off again. But right now, it's had a shallow pullback and it's continuing to drive, okay? Maybe it wants to target these highs right over here or these highs at 4,225. But I'm going to do a full top-down analysis. That's just me showing you how to identify a structural candle and stretch it in the future. And you can see 5 hours later how the market 6 hours later can reward you. So what I do at that line is I place an alert there, right? And when it comes down, I get alerted. Okay, congratulations. If anyone did that, great. If anyone doesn't know what I'm doing, that's the time what we're going to teach now is to learn how to do that. Okay, so top-down analysis, I'm going to go off the 5 minutes. Some of you guys might be in a buy. Some of you guys might be trying to sell. Some of you guys are sidelines. That's how trading works. But I need to analyze. I don't want to just jump in right now and start trading because I have, let's say I didn't trade yesterday or the day before or last week. I have no idea what's going on a higher time frame analysis, okay? So let's start off on the daily, and then we're going to move our way down to the hourly, and then we're going to move our way down, back down to those 5 minutes, but then you're going to see we're going to have some yellow lines on our chart, we're going to have some zones, we're going to have more analysis done with some alerts, okay? So I just want to say happy Friday to everybody. Juma Mubarak, welcome Bruce. Yusuf, where am I? I'm right here, brother. I'm right here. Ozdemir, Merhabar, welcome. Captain Boom, Sergio, country cousin, thank you for joining. Shevan, welcome. Justin, thanks for joining. Thank you, guys. And everyone on YouTube from the top, I always give respect to the ones on the top. Michael, you're the first one here. Thank you for joining, brother. I appreciate you. Karen, welcome. CS369, welcome. Thank you, guys. And Trader Don, welcome. Trader Don, see, my man. Thank you for joining. Guys, and if we can just hit the like button right now and subscribe, okay? I'm going to just remind you every so often, just subscribe and hit that like button. We do appreciate you, okay? Okay, from the daily. So real quick, our all-time high is right up here. We know where our all-time high is. 5600 right up here. We got up here at the end of June. Let's make it orange like Donald Trump's face. Okay, we got to make it nice and fancy. Now that's our all-time high. We're nowhere near that. Look at, we're diverging away from it. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And even today's candle is a lower high, but there's a big bullish one that was followed yesterday, okay? So now I'm just bringing my analysis down. I can dissect what's going on in here, but I don't believe gold is going to come up there anytime soon today. So let's focus more on this area. What we've been doing the last couple months is right in here. Here's a critical point of interest, yellow line, right there, body, 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 bodies, and a couple impulse wicks above. So this is where you can establish your zone, right? Like so. Okay, and I make it red to illustrate seller's resistance, supply offers, whatever you want to call it whatever you want. I also do this, guys. Right click on that, add my alert, so I'm alerted in there. If gold ever comes back and trades back into there, I'm going to get an alert. Okay, it's not just trade blind and hope for the best. It's an alert. It's got a high probability it will come back in that red zone and maybe get rejected back down. Then I can potentially look to sell at that zone. Okay, but you guys know as well, sometimes it comes up there, we'll give an alert, and then it breaks through impulsively and then gets rejected with a wick, and then the body closes below. Then we know that they grabbed liquidity and it's a potential fake out to continue to push down. That's option 2. And we know that there's one third final option, is the candle is breaking through, just like this option, but there's no wick on this candle because the candle officially closed above there, and it closes blue, strong buyers. So now what we do is we change the zone to green. We wait patiently for a pullback to catch that retest, and it's got a high probability it will pick up those buyers with confirmation and continue to move up to your next resistance or wick fills or all-time high. Okay, so those 3 options can work for any style trader on any time frame. If you're a 5-minute trader, those are 3 options. If you're a 1-minute trader, those are 3 options. If you're a 4-hour swing trader, those are 3 options, right? All candlesticks have the same characteristics. It's just the time frames determine the style of trading. Scalpers are much faster, in and out, pip and dip. Intraday traders might be focused on 15, 30 minute or 1 hour and hold trades for the duration of the day and then close out by the end of the day. And then swing traders might be holding trades for 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week. You know, maybe you sell gold on Friday to hopefully realize some profit next week, right? And then an investor could be buying SPACEX IPO today and hold it for the next 10, 20 years down the road and keep adding, and is not really worried about the 5-minute analysis. They just want to buy some shares and hold. Okay, so those are the different style traders that we have. You need to determine this weekend what style trader you are, what fits your personality, what fits your lifestyle. How much hours you can devote to the market determines what style trader you are. And then you don't just have to be one. I'm not just one. I'm a scalper, yes, but I'm also an intraday trader. I'm also a swing trader, and I'm also an investor. So I can do all of them by analyzing candlesticks on any time frame, because I'm smart and I understand that all candles have an open, high, low, and a close, and they all have the same characteristics. So this is all daily candles, but if I told you these were 1-minute candles, you wouldn't know. This could be a big 1-minute drop. That's the next minute. That's 3 minutes. There's big 4-minute. That was a big 4-minute drop to fill that wick. And then now the 1 minutes are coming back up. Okay. No difference. You guys understand that, right? That doesn't matter. You just got to know what style trader you are. Okay. So let's continue focusing and continuing to do our top down. So here was a pivot that lasted a long time. Okay. How do I know that? Because you can clearly see now. That was the Donald Trump candle. When it was Black Monday coming all the way down, he tweeted at 7:03 a.m. Monday morning, March 23, everything Strait of Hormuz is open. It's all good, just like he's saying every single day. It's good. Then the next day, it's not good. Then the next day, it's good. And then the market is just playing games. But there was the supporting level. And also, this was a zone from the past. And how do I know that? Because I've been doing my top-down analysis every single day for the last 6 years with you guys. So we know that this was a previous all-time high mid-October. How do I know? Watch our live videos and we determine this area at that time. Did we stretch this zone into the future? I'm pretty positive we did that. There was the closing bar, December 22, that closed above. So you see what I'm doing? I'm making my zone green. I'm continuing to stretch it into the future, the static box. See how it came right back in, consolidated in it. Big bullish ignited candle breakthrough, and that second bottom, when this zone flipped, is what took the volume to the all-time high, up to orange line Donald Trump's face at 5,600. Then we came down, and there's that wick right there. Stretch that zone into the future. Did it tap into the green box? Just missed it by a hair, but showing you There's the support coming back up. Here's another good point of interest right here. This is how you learn how to do this. See where the body closed? See that bullish ignited candle? Remember, I tell you guys, it takes 2 bars to establish either a zone or a line of resistance or support. See, if you did that there right at 46.50, I know that that's also a psychological number. And then you see how it closed. There's the big blue candle open ignited. And look at when it came back down to retest. What did it retest? The yellow line, the opening of that big bullish candle. And what were the results? It got rejected and continued to make a new high. And then look in the future, when the black candle closed right at it, it made it resistance right there, and then you can trade off of it. Look at it again right over here, early April, it was support. Look at the wicks. That black candle that closed below caused it to be momentarily resistance where it pushed again. Here's where the blue candle closed above. Look at the same yellow line is support. The black candle closed below, and now have we traded back up to it? No. So it's still resistant. If you want, you can add an alert there. Why? Because you're going to get alerted. The price has to break through this yellow line to get to that yellow line. And when it could get rejected there, then I know that this red zone is they're lowering the offers there. But it could break through there and then get up to that red zone, right? So this is how you can now start to add daily points of interest on your charts. Again, this zone, stretch it into the future. There was the liquidity grab. That was the most manipulated day I have ever seen in a long, long time. If you guys don't remember this day, look at the date. This was over the weekend when everything was developing with the news, with the war with Iran, March 23. This was Black Monday. This was a big black candle. It was all the way trading down to here. Measure it. This is a massive move. Like, this would have set off the circuit breakers in Wall Street had it kept falling. And then Donald Trump came in. He was the savior at 7:03 when he tweeted everything was a-okay. And look at the rejection and then the bounce off of it. So continuing with that zone, now the question is, did black candles close below that yellow line? Answer is yes. There's no if, ands, or buts or debate, okay? Anyone that wants to debate me, let's have some fun. Show me what volume closed above that yellow line, okay? That black candle right there, Friday, NFP last week, closed below it. That's when now it gives you the obligation to change your zone to red. The volume confirmed it, right? Now, stretching it into the future, you see Monday we came in, rejected in the red zone, new lower low, closed right at the red zone. Next day, Tuesday, we came bullish, bullish, bullish. We're still below the yellow line. We're still in the red zone, rejection, big new low, and a big black candle closed below. Sellers are in control. Okay. Next day, ignited bearish Wednesday, real big push down and close right there. So points of interest now below right here. Body close, body open right there. That's a point of interest. 4,069. Let's add an alert down here. This could be a potential double bottom coming down next week. Let's get ready for it. Okay. What do I mean by that? This is one bottom right now. It's bouncing. Maybe the neckline might be right here, maybe right here. For example, if it comes up here and it comes back down, that could be a double bottom ready to go back up. Okay, so we have to establish something before it gets there. So I've established it. I've got my alert waiting there. And I have to now patiently wait for it to come down there. But we could be moving up now, okay? So now let's follow more so the volume of yesterday. We opened, it was bearish briefly, created that lower low, came back up to the open, came all the way up, nice bullish candle. Right there was the high of yesterday. Did not engulf the entire Wednesday bar, closed right there. Did it close above 50% of this black candle? Yes, okay? Let's determine where 50% is, okay? Without guessing. There's the opening balance, the opening balance right here, the ignited bar, and the closing. So watch what I'm doing. See the 0.5? Right there. That's the 0.5. There's the line, cutting it in half. Look at today's low. It's right at 50% of that big bearish bar, right? Okay, so we closed. Now let's just continue following the volume. There was our close yesterday. Close and opens are points of interest on all bars, okay? I didn't close the candle there. I didn't open it there. The market makers did. So we have to determine what this is. There's the close, there's the open. So let's now write on it like how we did yesterday. Go to text. This is our opening. Whoops. Why can't I write on this? Not sure why it's not allowing me to write on it. Oh, you know why? Guys, listen to this. My daughter was on my keyboard yesterday, and she spilled chocolate milk all over my keyboard. And I can see the chocolate milk. It's in between the keys of T, Y, U, I, O, and P. And I'm trying to spell open, and I can't click on. There's chocolate milk. So, guys, I'm sorry. I can see this right now. She spilled chocolate milk all over my keyboard, and now the keys are stuck. So after this call, I have to go out and buy a new keyboard. So this is a keyboard I can smash today. So, because I'm going to buy a new one. So if I get in a trade and it doesn't work out, you will see me smash this keyboard, because I know I'm going to buy a new one, because this one it doesn't work right now. So, oh, that's actually funny. Oh my God. And she didn't tell me about this. I can see she tried to clean it and she hit it, but I can see her chocolate milk cup right here. She's got her sippy cup here, and oh man, sneaky kids. Okay, she just came in here and she pipped and dipped here. Okay, anyways, I can't write on it. My keys are not working, but I'll have a new one for us on Monday. Okay, so there was the opening. It was initially bearish. Look at black, black, black. If I figure out where the low of the day is, my purple line, look at now visually. The purple low is 170 and the 50% is 165. So just 5 pips off of that. So whatever you want to determine, let's get rid of that yellow line now, because we're going to go with the lowest point of the day. But that's the importance of cutting bodies in half. Okay, so it came down, basically retested. We got a higher low, continue to come up to the opening balance, short wick from yesterday. So the buyers have popped the wick and we're driving, but we have now, there's the high of the day of gold right there, 42.48. So right below 42.50 psychological zone, and it got rejected, and we're trading right basically just above the opening balance. So our session, we could fill up with more blue volume and get to the high of the day and break. And first target is right here, like 100%. First target is because you guys know the opening balances are very strong. It could just break a little bit, get right up to 42.60 and right there, and get rejected right back down. If we break this high, then we're going to travel into 50% of this black candle. So if you want to have a line at 42.95, and also a line to give you a heads up that this is the big bearish ignited candle started right there. Okay. And if you want to place an alert there, add, click, alert there, add, click, perfect. Okay, so if you ask me what is today, today is somewhat bullish, right? But the trend is still bearish. So it could come up and then get rejected back down. So if the sellers are here, they got to come back down to the opening balance and flip the candle. Then it will be black coming down the wick. And maybe if it creates a new low, we break for a new low. Then it will travel into about 50% of this bullish candle, maybe even the opening balance, and maybe target yesterday's low, and we continue trending down. Okay. So right now, it's not the greatest daily candle. It's just got this much range, and it's a spin top. Okay. Let's now move from the daily to the hourly. Oh, first thing before we do that is, what I like to do is look at the overall structure. So we've got we're back in here where it came up and down, up and down, up. And here was that big black candle that came in, grabbed the liquidity. And you see we got the volume below, trading below it now. So we could come up right up to that red zone, go back down. We could consolidate here all next week and try and make a move above here, or it's just going to continue selling down. Okay. Now on the hourly, These are the hourly candles, okay? Look at where it all started. Big downtrend, came down. That lowest hourly point was right there, Wednesday, just before the futures market opened up. That big bullish candle was yesterday, you guys remember, at 1:33 p.m. Eastern. See, how I remember these now right down to the minute was because we were trading these. Remember when Donald Trump yesterday said, okay, we're not gonna attack Iran. Everything is good. When he tweeted before that he was gonna annihilate them and bomb the shit out of them, and now everything is good. Look at how they manipulate the markets. I don't care what you say, but it's just unbelievable. Okay, but that candle happened at 133, and look at it. It's a big bullish big bullish candle. You could cut that in half, and we still have not pulled back into the halfway point of that big bullish candle. Okay, you can see how the market has just continued to move away. That's not to say that it could come down and come in here. So if you like, add an alert there. And I know it's my hourly. That's that Donald Trump tweet candle. Okay, now let's follow this volume. Look at where following that, all of that, we came up to here. That's when we created the highest point of the day. It was the opening of the candle, 6 p.m. And then there's 7 p.m. Here's the futures, 8 p.m. We came down, came back. Look at the bottom now. So that we've got a wick there on the hourly. We've got a ignited body there and a wick there. So you can see 4,170, the low of the day, is holding strong hourly support currently, okay? And we pushed right back up here. This was 5 a.m., 6 a.m. We didn't come up back up to the daily high. They came back down. Now it's 7 a.m. There's COMEX, 8 a.m. Here's 9 a.m. Wall Street. And again, when it came to 10 a.m., we didn't come back down there. So you can see where the hourly support is building off of the lowest point of the day. If you want, you can draw yourself like a green zone from these bodies to that wick. You see what I'm doing? That's my hourly support zone, okay? And you see how I stretch it into the future? Okay, you can see how now go backwards. See how it's holding support? Go backwards, and this zone used to be a resistance zone. It was a red box right there. That's when we were coming down. That was red, got rejected. Red, big black candle, came up and retested it. It was red. There's a blue candle that just briefly closed above, but it was a fake out. See how that candle didn't open blue and fill the wick, and then it came back down, bearish engulfing. So that was a red zone. This blue candle right here at Thursday at the market at power hour, 3 p.m., caused it to close above, and that's where you flip it green. And then there was the retest. There's where it's building, and there was another higher low retest at 10 a.m. So if we come back down here, we could be buying down there. If we lose this, we're selling down to the white line, right? And then we got to respect that there because that's the first time that it can come into that Donald Trump candle, and there's a fair value gap from that wick to that wick. Right there, the point of control has not been tapped. Okay, so we're coming right back up. Are we going to test the highest point of the day? Okay, so you see now the purple high right there, and then there's that little gap of those bodies. That's where I draw my red zone. Right there. See how I tell you guys, it takes 2 candles, 2 bars to figure out structure. Now, the hardest part is stretching it into the future, right? So now you see I have more of an hourly zone. Now look at the hourly range. It's coming up to there. It's going back down to there. It's coming back up to there. It's going back down to there. It's coming maybe back up to there. Maybe it will come back down to there. Maybe it breaks and closes above, and then that turns green, and then we're breaking through there, and we're traveling up to there. See how we're going from one line to the next line? And then the beauty of this is you can grab your measuring tool, and you can measure if it goes from this yellow line to that yellow line. That's approximately 350 pips, okay? So you know your exact zones, okay? If we have like a daily high impulse breakout, it might get stopped right there because I know that that's the opening balance of that big bearish ignited daily candle. So if it drives up to there, 130 pips, I got to respect that area, okay? Now, let's go into right here. See here, now we've got 3 hours of hourly bodies. It came up right there, closed. It came up and closed. It came up all lower highs and closed. So see what I'm doing? Watch, guys, now. See there? There's a white line. That's now body, body. All I have is a wick. Look, impulse wick, impulse wick, impulse wick, impulse wick. Right now, this hourly candle is also an impulse break above there. It created the high. It did its job so far, but now it's getting rejected back down. So if the volume closes below this white line, then it could still be bearish, right? It could come down for the next leg down. But if we close above here, we can make this ongoing support. So I go to the 5 minutes, but this hourly candle still has 20 minutes, and look at the rejection. So that's my hourly resistance right there. Now, when I go into the 5 minutes, you can see how they're trading at that white line. Came all the way down. What time? 10:50, just before the call. We got that big bullish candle. So even if on the 5 minutes, I cut that big blue candle in half right there, 4195. If it comes down there, we might be looking to buy the bounce right there. So I'm going to add an alert. But remember, the bigger green box down in here at the lowest point of the day is our hourly support. That would be better. But if it tests this, it could hold and go back up. Okay, so right now you see we just broke above. That's how high we got. Very, very close to the highest point of the day. Okay, and then it got rejected. Now look at the volume closing back below the white line, coming back up lower highs. So now we're figuring out a little kind of what's going on the 5 minutes. It broke out. Could be coming back down. Maybe it will come back up, maybe a double top and then break, and then we drop down to the red line, and then it could bounce and come back up, right? And if it gets rejected there, it loses this, then we're coming back down to there, okay? So I can do the same thing with the 5 minutes. I can establish the 5 minute. Look, I got a body close, a body open, and now a retest and a lower high. So now the resistance short term is 4,228. Okay. If I want to consolidate all of this and not trade this zone, I make it neutral and I wait. I can see buyers are buying, sellers are selling. Maybe buyers will buy, sellers will sell. Maybe it trades in here for a little bit, but what we got to wait for is maybe our options. Will some blue volume close above there and to go up to the daily high? Will some black volume close below here to drop down to there? Or option, we're just going to trade inside this zone and continue to accumulate in that flag and just range, okay? So guys, that's a top-down analysis on gold. I hope you guys learned how to do some sort of top-down like this. And my chart is all set up, right? Now, sorry, it's not all done. Now I can add indicators. So a 9 EMA, there it is. The green line right there is a 9 EMA. We're tapping right into it right now. The 200 EMA is this purple line. Look at the 200 EMA. It might come right into our red line. So then that would be maybe an ideal situation to look for a buy right there. Now you can see that the 200 EMA is lining up with our 50% of that big blue candle. Okay, so that's what I mean, guys. When you get an indicator lining up with your analysis, it could come down there, meet that. You guys know the point of control of that candle, 50%. There's the 200 EMA, come in there and then bounce. Maybe a double bottom there and come back up to there. This could be a potential buy opportunity right there. But if you're selling too, for sellers, it's also education for sellers. If you're in this sell right now and it continues to break down like that, when it gets down there, you have to acknowledge that there could be buyers there and it could bounce and come back up. So as a seller, that's where maybe you got to think about, I should realize some profit down there because it could bounce and come right back up, right? That's why when I trade, if it's going down certain percentage or pips, I take my stop loss and go to break even. So I have no capital at risk, no emotions. Then when it's coming down there, if I'm 100, 200 pips in the profit, whatever it is, coming to a zone or a higher time frame point of interest, I scale out. You don't have to close your trade entirely, but I take out 80%, the bulk of the trade there, and leave 20% running. If the 20% runner continues to go down, I can make some money too. But if it comes down there and I don't do anything, it could bounce right there and come all the way back up. And then I just give back my 100, 200 pips, maybe come to my break even. Or if you don't even trade with a break even, it may come after your stop loss. So, and then those are demoralizing trades psychologically and mentally. They screw you up because you see how much money you're in the profit and you want more and you want more, but you just want more and you're guessing, I want more and I want it to go down more. But this is a zone. We have to analyze this candle. Like when I'm teaching structural candles, that's a structural candle. When I'm teaching figure out the point of control and cut it in half, that's what I do. And then now the 200 EMA is also lined up with there. So if that's not enough for you to like use as confirmation, I don't know what else to say on these calls. Okay. So now our job is to just wait patiently, or just trade, jump in right now, or just wait for more to happen. Okay. Guys, how was that analysis? We have almost 700 viewers. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you actually learned something from that analysis. And then what these lines are static. So you can see, I don't need to get rid of this chart. If Sunday night, if it opens, I've got all levels. You see, all next week. If we're trading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, my chart is set up. I don't have to continue to do a top down every single day. I do a brand new top down, fresh top down with you guys every day because I know we're getting new subscribers and want to teach how to do this. But if I was trading, and listen, guys, some of you guys need to pay attention to this. When I trade by myself and I'm not on YouTube or I'm with nobody, I'm just here with my keyboard covered in chocolate milk and I'm trading down here, I do a top-down analysis on Sunday and I leave it. The alerts, the volume, I let the volume come to me and alert me. When the volume comes down here, I'll make the decision to buy it or sell it or wait, but I don't chase candles. I let them come to me. That's the difference between me and some other traders. I don't chase trades. I used to do that, but I figured out I wasn't, my account wasn't growing. It was just going down when I was chasing trades. FOMO, just rushing. Oh my God, I got to buy and sell here. No, you don't. You need to wait as a trader for these particular locations. Why? Not because it's good to wait. It's because that's where all the pending orders are. That's where all the orders are waiting patiently. It's not retail money that's waiting there. This is more institutional money. This is more, they call it smart money. They call us dumb money, right? So we have to trade at those locations, whether you like it or not, okay? And then when you develop patience and discipline and target key points of interest on a higher time frame, you're going to start to see, yeah, you're going to be nailing some successful trades. And then you're going to gain some confidence. And I'm going to say, okay, let's do this tomorrow. Let's do this the next day. Let's do this next week. Let's do this next month. Okay. But also you have to acknowledge using proper risk management. Just because you can do a top-down analysis doesn't mean that you're going to be now a profitable trader because you got a fancy chart. I know a lot of traders that do amazing charts. They're detailed. They got text. They got everything, alerts, but now they're still losing. Why? Because they haven't mastered the risk management. Okay. They're still trading over leveraged. They're still trading without waiting for confirmations. They're trading on impulse, things like that. So just because you can do a nice chart doesn't mean that you're going to be a successful trader. That's a good start. Okay, I think SPACEX opened up. Let's see here. Yeah, it's trading. SPACEX opened up right now. Okay, you want to see volatility? Look at SPACEX. This is a 5-minute candle. So it just opened, right? There's the opening price, 150 bucks. Okay. So look at it now. Let's, holy shit. Okay. It just opened a live 5-minute candle. Okay. This is us doing analysis on the open right now of the biggest IPO in the history of mankind right here. Holy shit. Okay. Let's just watch this. This is exciting. I don't think I've ever caught a live IPO. Okay, that was the open. Look at the low. Now we're establishing. It's doing price discovery now, right? Here it is. SPACEX shares open at 150 above the IPO price of 135. Oh, so it just, look how it opened at 150. Psychological number, huh? Makes you think. Why did it open at 150? Why not 145? Why not 165? Why 150? Okay. See, I'll even do an analysis. If it can, like, if you want a higher time frame, 175, let's do it. 175, 200, right? It's an online auction. I don't think anyone has done this before on YouTube Live, but if it drops down, we know what the opening price was, 135 right there, like the IPO. So they gapped it up. Look at, they gapped it up to 150, and this is how we're trading right now. I'm waiting if I can get, I don't know in my lifetime if I'm going to get a dip buy at $100. I would love to get down in there, but this is a top down for an IPO that just opened up right now. It's bullish, it's ignited, it's pushing up. So all of these guys that, bought in are in the money right now, okay? And they're looking for it to go more. Any dip buyers that are waiting, if you just bought this now from 150 and it just came up 160, you're up $10 a share. If you bought 100 shares, you're up $600 right now, just like that in a couple minutes. Guys, I will get back to gold, but this is historic times right now. We caught this live. Look, we can even go into the 1 minutes. There it is. Look at, I can scalp the open of SPACEX right now. Look, it's moving up. Big bullish candle. Okay, even the 1 minutes. You want to cut that 1 minute candle in half right there. I know it's 156.17. Okay. So what type of strategy is this? No strategy. This is scalping. Okay. Look, we've already established our pivot. It's coming up. Where will our resistance be? I'm going to probably say maybe 175. Why? Because I know how psychology works in markets. Maybe we'll come back down. We'll look at, will it be a support at 150 again? Will we come back up? Will it test this? Will it come back down? Guys, this is now, there's no excuses here. This is a live IPO. This is all price discovery. So this is the style how I use to trade this. This is what I'm saying. There's no style or strategy that's better than live price action. Look at this. This is a raw naked chart. I have no indicators. I'm on the 1 minutes of the IPO of SPACEX right here. Okay, look at that. Did it find a wick right there at the 50%? Guys, you tell me, okay? I put that line there. How? Because that's a structural candle. Okay, it's a big body candle compared to those. Look at where how did it find support at 156? Right there. Look, it just went up $4 a share from there. If you bought 100 shares, you were up $400. You got a pipped and dipped. Now look at it, close near right at it, okay? So this, look at how it's holding it. I swear to God, guys, like, I can't make this shit up. This is an IPO launch of a $2 trillion company, and look at what it's following. It's following 1 minute structure. This is like the best example I can give you of how my brain works when I'm scalping the markets. Look at it. And now we're barcoding. Look on the 1 minutes. We're barcoding. You can see the range we're in right now. Consolidate the range. Is it going to trade in here all day? I don't think so. It might consolidate here in a couple minutes. It could close above there, and then we break up to there. Look. This is our sniper trapping gap. It could close black below there. We test this, and then we're coming back down to 150, and then we're going to drop to, will it drop all the way to the 135 open price? We'll see. Or will it just continue to consolidate? This is hilarious. I hope Elon Musk is watching this. Oh, this shit is too easy. Oh my God. Like, price action is for real. Tell me anyone right now that can scalp 1 minute IPO launches. Look at it. Is it holding there? Is it coming back up? Is it consolidating in here? Is this a bull flag? We will get to gold, guys. We'll get to gold. Okay. We'll get off of this. Okay. This was just some fun to show you guys how I trade. Okay. How I can analyze price action where it's all just price discovery. Okay. You see, I'm doing this off of the first 1 minute candle that just opened up. I can't look back in history because this has never traded before. This just opened right now. Okay. And you can see how price action is king. Okay. We can go to gold, but we're going to follow that too. Guys, we can scalp anything. When you learn the art of price action, you're invincible in these markets. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can print money at will. Okay, gold. Where were we on the 5 minutes? Okay, so it closed below, retest this, big bull. Here it is, the clues, what I'm telling you. How did that candle not open black and just take out that little wick? It's open bullish, ignited, coming right back into here. So it could just trade right back into this zone, guys. My mind is focused on SpaceX right now. Sorry, I'll come back to that. I just want to see SpaceX. See if it hits 175. Look at where the, oh my God. What are the expectations that it rockets? Well, it is a rocket. It's a space. It could continue to go up. Oh my God. Rob, you see, let's wait for the first hourly change. Perfect. So, yeah, it's coming up in 5 minutes. So the new hour, like when did it launch? What 11:46. Okay. So this will make like basically a 15-minute candle, and then 12 p.m. we're going to get a new hourly candle. Everything I talk about, whether it's an IPO, whether it's a SpaceX, whether it's a $1 trillion company, whatever it is, price action, time and sales, it is a live auction. It's the same as anything. Okay, so did that candle close above on the 1 minute? Yes. Did it come back to retest? Yes. Is there no wick on that 1 minute candle? Is this a firecracker, pop and fill? Yes. Look, there's no wick. As soon as it opened, it was black, 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 came down and went up and pushed right through here. Okay. Look at the 9 EMA. You see this green line? I was wondering what this was. I thought I was trying to remove it. I thought I scribbled. That is the 9 EMA. See how far behind it is? Look at it. It prints after the candles move up. This is showing you like how indicators work. See, when I was saying you cut that body in half and you figure it out, I didn't, but I could have been buying this pullback before the 9 EMA even printed. That's why I tell you guys, indicators are nice, but they're lagging. You see right here, they're printing after the candles, right? Price action, we started it analysis right on the first 1 minute, right? That's why I'm saying to you guys, indicators are nice, but if you just trade off of, like, see how the candle closed and it just printed one more green line. Okay. This is a good, like class to learn. I could do this the whole session here, but we got a lot to do. I still want to show you the AI trade ideas. We'll do that for NASDAQ. Okay. So SpaceX is exciting, guys. If you like price action and want to learn more about this, I am very passionate about teaching this. I'm self-taught. I'm telling you guys the honest God truth. Nobody taught me this. So I'm very confident at what I do, and I can do this with any security, anytime, any time frame, because it's the same shit. All candlesticks have the same characteristics. I don't need to sell you anything. I don't need to use any fancy words with you. You guys know the same thing I do with any security is the same shit with this security. Okay. But that's to show you guys proof of what I do. I can do with a $1 trillion IPO company right on the 1 minutes, and it's still following the structure. Okay. So now look, it's established a top right now. We have a resistance. There's the bodies, right? It's got now a lower high and lower high. So if we push down now, it wants to maybe come back down and test on the 1 minute, this supporting zone right here to retest this location. So I draw a green box and I move it across, right? Okay, so we got up as high as 168.75. Can it continue to push to that 175? Potentially. Okay, guys, I know you're not here for SpaceX, but that was just a little class on price action. Okay, so let's just go back to gold. And I want to show you guys also a AI trade idea, how to conduct it if you guys are pressed for time and want a quick, easy trade idea to maybe give you good setups with high probabilities. Okay, so here we're back to gold. Sorry, off the 1 minutes. So the 5 minutes, okay. And what I'll do for NASDAQ is I'll do an AI trade idea to show you guys for NASDAQ. We'll do it on the 5 minutes. So you see this chart right here, Okay, it's all on the 5 minutes. I'll plug this, I'll save this, I'll take a screenshot of this chart and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do on this website. This is the one where we're giving the free on the Telegram, the free giveaway. And you can get this. This is the free giveaway. You'll get 1 month access to that AI trade ideas. What you have to do is go to our Telegram. It's pinned at the top of YouTube. Click join our free Telegram right here, this link, and join this, the AI trade ideas. Okay, click that link and I'll show you the power of what it can do in just a moment. Because I just want to watch gold here. See how gold now closed below the daily point of interest, came back and closed above it. I want to see if it will hold and retest this to come back up, or it's going to close and then we're going to break down and we're potentially going to trade back down to 4195. Yeah, that SpaceX class was mint. I can't believe we caught it right when it IPO'd on the first 1 minute. But that's to show you guys how powerful price action is. I'm not doing this to be cocky. I'm just showing you guys. You guys can learn this. It's very easy to learn. Like my 9-year-old daughter is doing it, but she spilled chocolate milk all over my keyboard. So now I got to make some pips this afternoon to buy a new keyboard. Or maybe it was me that spilled the chocolate milk. I'm just throwing her under the bus. You guys want SpaceX, please? I'm so like fascinated by SpaceX right now. 1 minute. Okay, so still holding here. Yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. SpaceX is going to be a fun security to trade with options. It's going to be unbelievable. Guys, you can do covered call options. You know, if you want to, I want to grab 100 shares, but I don't want to pay these high prices. I want to get pullbacks. I'm going to add 100 shares, add another 100 shares, add another 100 shares, just like I did with NVIDIA, with Apple and Amazon, and then have some covered call options. If it doesn't get there, I'll just earn passive income from the bank paying me premium. No problems there. But if it goes to a higher price, then obviously I'll sell my shares and realize the profit and look for another pullback. I know how trading works. You don't always just gotta be a scalper, right? But you can also be an investor and earn passive income on a $1 trillion company. Okay, this is going to be ranking right up there with NVIDIA's 5 trillion, Apple's 4 trillion. This thing opened at 2.5 trillion. This thing could be next week, right? Where Apple, top 3 in the world. So look at it now. Equal highs. Is there equal highs? Tweezer top highs on the 1 minutes? Yes. Look at how, but like even a $1 trillion IPO company is still following. Those are equal highs. Where? Right by the opening balance of that big black candle. Right there. See the open? See where the equal highs are printed? It didn't come up to the opening balance. Now it's coming down. It closed right below that box. There, that box now goes green to red, right? Watch when it pulls back in. Look at it. Okay. There was a 3-bar Tetris play, closed below. If it comes blue, 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 now it's, look at, now it's below your 9 EMA. So that's what you use as, so it looks like it's going to come back down to, trade back down to 156. Let's see if it will create a new low, or a higher low. Okay, so now it's coming back up. It'll potentially retest the red zone. This is why I stretch zones into the future, is because for this particular reason, it hasn't came in yet, right? And we're right back in kind of this consolidating area right here. And this is 1 minute. If you go back to the 5 minutes, this is the 5 minutes. The new hourly candle just opened. Okay, so there's our hour. Okay, it opened, remember, at 11:46. So it's kind of deceiving where it says 11, but that's our hourly candle. Okay, so you can see we're basically, now we can start our analysis from the IPO and create our own levels. That's why I love price action. Like, look, we can do this right now. We can figure out all our zones on the IPO launch and wait for Monday, wait for next week, wait for you're starting the analysis. I did this with Apple back in the day, did this with pretty much every single big name security. It's fun doing this. Okay, now we're coming back down. So if you bought, yeah, it came up there, but you didn't do anything, you didn't realize any profit, the market can come back down. Doesn't matter if it's a $1 trillion IPO company, what goes up can come down, right? And then these buyers could be scratching their head and say, why the hell did I not close out at 168, 170 up there? And now it's coming back down, okay? It might come all the way and test this 150. Remember the original 135 is the IPO price? It gapped up. Okay, so this is a gap in the market. Look, gaps. When I always tell you guys, gaps have a gaps will always get filled. When? I don't know. It might be in the next couple minutes. It might be in the next day. It might be in the next year. But gaps will always get filled. Okay, and there's the gap. Okay, I know you guys are getting restless with this. I'll go back to gold. Some of you guys are not interested in learning price action. That's fine. Just want buy sells. I know what you guys are like. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, gold is starting to potentially come down to our green zone. It's retested, closed below. We're still below. Let me just get rid of this. Okay. Let me just check my spreads. Sorry, guys. Just got to check spreads. Gold is 1.3 right now. I do not like that. I like to be below 0. Wow, 2. So it's very volatile right now. Okay, guys. Can you hit the likes? Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to have some crazy fun. One more. We get to 500. Psychological 500. Okay. Okay, now my spreads have came down to a nice 0.5. That's what I like. Okay. So we're at noon. Let's just double check our hourly candles just before we do anything. Okay, so our hourly candle, look at where it closed. Okay, so it came up, remember, impulse, 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 came back down. Look at where it closed, right at our yellow daily point of interest. Okay, and look at now. So if we come back up bullish, the blue volume needs to backfill this big hourly wick right there. That's why I have that white line at those bodies and to continue to go up. So it's got to take a lot of volume to continue. That's not a small wick. Okay, that's a big exhausted wick. So if it continues to stay below this yellow line, sellers could take control and bring it back down to 4204, the opening of the previous hourly candle. Okay, which is right here. Okay, just so we know where we potentially have the open of the next hourly candle. So on the 5 minutes, it's just right there, that white line. Okay, I know it's very small, and then we have our zone below us. But right now, see how it's testing the yellow line? Let's see if the blue volume can close back above it, maybe retest it. Then maybe we can come back up and come trade back into the white line. If it gets rejected or stays below here, then we could be pushing down here. Yeah, I'm going to show you the AI trade idea. Yep, 1 second. Okay, so this is the way how to do it, guys. Come to this website real quick, AI trade ideas. Okay, you just got to make a login information for yourself. And then you see right here, there's a dashboard, there's analyze, advanced tools, trades, data, all of these things. So I'm on right here where I just need to upload a chart. So let's do it for NASDAQ. See this? NASDAQ on the 5 minutes. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and it's going to tell us what to do. Okay. With what we see right now, this is live, right? It's going. So, but this is all the AI trade idea.com is going to get from this. So look at, I'm going to take a screenshot right now. Okay. Download the image. NASDAQ. Let me just, I have it on another monitor. Let me just grab it here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to AI trade ideas. Watch this, guys. See, it's a blank naked chart trading live right now at 29,486. Okay, so AI trade ideas. I'm going to come in here, drop my chart. Okay, There it is, NASDAQ. There's the chart. You see how I uploaded it now? Okay, so we just got to fill out some information. This is spot or futures. It's spot. What is the NASDAQ 100? What is the symbol? So let's just write NASDAQ 100. Oh my God, I can't even write because the chocolate milk. Guys, I can't even write on my keyboard because the chocolate milk. No. Oh my God. Come on. Oh shit. Okay, I got US30 saved. Maybe we got to do it with US30. Oh my God, my daughter ruined this. I can't. Let's try maybe US30. Maybe because I have US30 saved in this. Let's try something else here. Okay, let's see US30. Okay, same thing. US30 on the 5 minutes. Let's give it a good screenshot here. Let's see if this one will work. Okay, so I'm selecting the time frame 5 minutes, and the current price is 57,087. Oh my God, it's not allowing me to type here. Wow. I can't even do this. The chocolate milk. Oh my goodness. Oh, Patrick, what do I need? If you can type it in there. I need the price. If you can, 51,087. And then I can copy paste it. That's a good idea. Oh, let's see. Oh, perfect. Thank you, bro. Patrick, you are a smart man. Okay, so I'm clicking on analyzing it now. So it's processing the image. Look, it looks like it's going to take 20 seconds, okay? I'm sure we can all be patient for 20 seconds to get a nice deep down analysis. Okay, so what it's telling us right here is US30 on the 5 minutes. Remember the 5-minute chart? If you guys can pull up your chart, I'll go back to it, but it's telling us bearish, okay? The confidence is about 60% on the time minute. So the trade setup entry is telling us 51,087 at the current price when we put it in. So if I come here, 51,087 at the time when we did it is right there. Okay. 51,000, but at the time when we just did it. So what it's telling us is to look for a bearish setup, sell. So suggested entry is 51,087. We don't have to go in right now. Remember, we know price action. We can wait for volume to close. This is a suggested sell area, okay? Because it's telling us to go bearish. Now, if we do look to take the trade, it gives us a suggested stop loss of 51,150. So where would that be? I'm not taking it right now, but I'm just showing you. If we were looking 51,150, okay, it's very tight stop loss on this one. Okay, that's for a 1 to 1.8 reward. You can alter the stop loss and the take profit and make it bigger. And then it's telling us TP1 would be 50,950 if we See, the volume is not back below there. So that would be, 950. That's 950. Okay, so that's like your 1 to 2 R&R, and right, TP2 50,800. What I would do is maybe open it up a little more. Okay, what I would be doing is, okay, so 800. So it's telling us to target, take out these lows right there, right? And it's telling us we got a support 1, S1 at 51,050, S2 50,900, S3 50,000 are resistance levels. And in the analysis, okay, so why is it telling us to go in a potential sell? The chart displays a clear downtrend from the session high near 51,410, with price consolidating and then breaking lower toward the current level of 51,087. Multiple bearish candles dominate the latter portion of the visible range, confirming selling pressure. The key levels. Visible support sits at the dotted horizontal line around 51,050 and the swing low near 50,840. Resistance is marked by the recent swing high at 51,410 and the cluster of candles around 51,200, 51,300. Trade setup. A short position at the current price of 51,087 targets the next visible support zone of 50,950, followed by 50,800, with a stop above the immediate resistance at 51,150 at the time of when we shared the screenshot. The setup aligns with the prevailing downward structure on the 5-minute time frame. So risk considerations, volume appears light on the final decline, raising the possibility of a short-term bounce. Any close above 51,150 would invalidate the bearish bias and require reassessment of the group. So setup. Risk to consider: light volume on recent decline may signal weak follow-through, potential for quick reversal if price reclaims 150. Okay, so I'm going to keep that on. What we can do is we can now add like an alert if it comes back down right there. So I'm adding an alert, right? It's bouncing off. Okay, so maybe it needs to find a lower high like in this structure. This is when I'm doing my own analysis. I can see that there was a resistance there, and if it comes right now, it's trading back. If it comes back below, let's say it closes below, then I could go in with the AI trade idea and follow its parameters and look for something like that. Okay, so you can do this with any security. If you go to analyze, you can just drop in any one of your charts. We can do anything. This thing can take Forex, futures, spot. You can do stock market. You just have to write in what is it, spot or futures, the symbol. You can do Bitcoin, you can do NASDAQ, you can do US30, S&P, you can do whatever you want. So, the time frame that you're selecting, you can do swing trading on a 4-hour, you can do 5 minutes, you can do anything. It will give you live analysis right away, and then you just got to plug in the current price and click analyze, and within 30 seconds, it will spit out all that information. So we're going to give 1 month free to somebody. There's going to be a lucky winner. All you got to do is come to our free Telegram it's pinned at the top of the YouTube, and join our free Telegram and join that AI trade ideas, and then we'll give you a free month. So it's pretty interesting. If you're on the go and you were looking for something quick and fast, it gives you something to look at, and it helps with identifying some supporting levels, some resistance levels for you. Maybe if you're looking to take a trade, plug in your chart with that, and it will also maybe confirm your bias and give you more confirmation and conviction to take the trade. So it's nice to have trading alongside with you. Okay, so gold, guys. What time do we got? 12:20. That was that was a nice. I hate to say I was gonna do this. What if I was gonna do that or this? Because I didn't do it. But that body closed above and it retested this. I was gonna go into a buy, but we did that analysis instead. But did anyone? I always ask, did anyone maybe potentially see it come up, higher lows, close back above the yellow line, and look at how it retested the daily point of interest? That would have been a nice little buy, like right there. You can place your stop loss, even if you want a tight stop loss just below that low of that 5-minute candle. If you want to put your protective stop below the hourly support, and what you're targeting is white line to white line, maybe back up to there. Captain Boom, you got it? Okay, if you got it, you made my day. As long as someone got it, okay? Because that's exactly what I look for, is the volume. Remember, the yellow line is the daily point of interest. And in the volume, how it was trading, it closed above. And look at the retest. It retested it, short wick. You can buy there or buy at the wick. And did it do its job? Yes, it backfilled that wick. Did it get up to that hourly white line? Yes, and closed right at it. And the next bar opened bullish ignited. Like it didn't even pull back. It's bullish ignited and continued to fill the wick. And now we just came back up to the bigger double top right there. There's our double top location. Red box across the bodies. And you can see how I can visually now do my charting. That was an impulse. It didn't create a new high and got rejected back down. So if it closes like bearish, it might come back down to trade back down to the yellow line. Like we could potentially maybe sell it right back down. But it's holding this inverted hammer candle. Some of you guys on YouTube got it too. Nice. You got it at the double bottom. Amazing. See, now you guys are talking my language. I love it. It's like talking dirty to me. Double bottoms, retest, confirmation, short wicks, pops, pip and dip. I love it. Talk dirty to me. So has it came back down into this zone that we're looking? No, it has not, okay? It was trying to, but it created that double bottom, what you guys just said, and it came right back up now. Now we're looking at the potential double top, unless blue volume can close above, because it did have the impulse breakout. If it closes above, we could flip this red box green, and then its support to continue to fill this wick and potentially get up to the highest point of the day, okay? And then we can still look at, okay, so we got equal highs now. This was the AI trade idea that was generated, okay? But I have an alert waiting for it, right? Now it's coming back down. Okay, look at gold now. Came back up, rejected. It's trading at that hourly white line, remember? So let's see if now black volume will close below it, retest it, and push down, or if it's going to hold as support here. Guys, we had a phenomenal week here at SST this week. It was fantastic, guys. I hope everyone learned something new this week. You can take something from this channel, apply it to your trading. Maybe I see something different than you see, but maybe help you out a little bit. We have 700 viewers and 250 likes, guys. If we can step up the likes, we really do appreciate it. And once again, subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a free giveaway to a lucky winner. Good gains over here. Good job, guys. Amazing short stuff. You've just been watching us for a week, and analyzing is really good, and you already made profit with us. Amazing. Good for you. Good for you. But continue just journaling, studying your trades. That will make you that much better of a trader. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. I appreciate all of you guys. Just be patient with us if you're just a new subscriber. We're here every day. We're trading with you guys. We're analyzing. Just take the time to learn. instead of just spamming, should we buy, sell, just take the time to learn what we do here, okay? You can see a black candle is coming down. It's going to close in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's see where it will close, how it will close. We can see an established pattern. It came up one top. There's our bottom where it just came back up. That's the structural bottom. There's the second top. And now what we're looking maybe to continue to push down, right? And then break this hourly support, maybe get down to that green box. Okay, so that could be the potential pathway, what we're looking on the close of this candle. Okay, so now it's pushing down. Please explain how I got the daily point of interest. That was all explained at the beginning of the call. That's why I suggest everyone, when we do our top-down analysis, if you can come here, but it was all done with the top-down analysis. But the yellow line, I'll tell you right now. Let's go to it really quick on the daily. It is a daily. It is right there. It's the opening balance of our candle, okay? That's the opening balance. I tried to write it in there, but my daughter spilled chocolate milk on my keyboard, so that wasn't happening. But that's the opening balance of today. Okay, now we're going to get this candle closed right now, okay? So it might close with a short wick. If we're looking for a retest, we got to wait for it to come back up blue, blue, blue. Okay, so get ready. We might be shorting this thing back down. Okay, so it came up just a little bit. Now it's testing that 9 EMA. Okay, I feel like I'm late on selling it right now. So I want to wait for it to pull back up, but it might not, okay? It might just continue dropping. But I can still wait, for a next candle or next pullback. Unless it's still holding, then I got to just pull the trigger. I got to go with it, right? And then just place my stop loss above there. Shit, I missed it. I missed it. It was a short wick. It popped. And I feel like if I sell now, I'm selling at the lowest point where it could come back up. Okay, so there's a wick. Let's see if it will come back up to the opening balance. Will it flip blue? Okay, now it's coming back up. Will it hold there? It's a trading. Okay, now it flipped. Okay, there's the blue flip. Now it's coming back up. Let's see now if it gets rejected down or will retest 50% of the black candle or the hourly white line. Okay, see how I was holding off from selling it? Because if I knew I was too late and it would have sold the low, then I would have been in drawdown. Now it's coming up. Let's see the retest location. Okay, now it's getting rejected. Will it come back down to the opening balance and then go back down black, fill the wick? Or is it going to be blue, blue, blue and maybe close back above and then it's going to break out bullish and then we can entertain a sell? Then this M pattern could be invalidated. Am I always trading 50%? Yep, 50% of the time. Okay, we're back down to the opening balance. It's a spin top candle. That's a good answer for all the questions. Yeah, 50% of the time. Yes, no, maybe so, 50%. Comme ci, comme ça. Okay, so it's already basically retested so far, but it's just hovering right around the opening balance, spin top candle with 2.5 minutes to go. And we're going into 12:30 in the next 2.5 minutes. So the question is, should we trade right now or do we wait for 2.5 minutes for the new 30-minute candle? Because it is a bigger time frame candle and can have some different momentum and volatility. But you got to make that executive decision. I like the retest so far holding. I'm going to go into the sell right now. And stop loss now. So when I go into a trade, buy, sell, whatever it is, the next thing that I'm looking at is my stop loss. Okay. Where should I place it? I can be really, really tight just above the white line, right? Just above there. But as soon as it comes up to the retest, if it doesn't hold that exact right, then I'm stopped out. So it's pretty tight. I can be right above the bearish candle right there, or I can be right above the zone, right? It depends on how much risk you want to allocate. I'm just going to keep it at the red zone, and TP would be to come back down to the white line, to come back and test these lows and break. And maybe if it has more potential to come down all the way down to there, okay? But I'm in a gold sell right now. I'm getting a little antsy on a Friday, but want to see if this M pattern will continue to potentially play out. I'm in. Yep. Right here I entered. Oops. I entered right there. And I'm going to manage the risk alongside. If it starts to, you know, come up, maybe read that, then maybe I'll manually close this trade out. I'll see what I do on this. You never know. Maybe Donald Trump could say something and then it's a crazy candle just coming up or down. But I'm looking at the second top, the liquidity that was grabbed. Maybe we'll have the leg to continue to push down going into 1230. See if we can retest these lower prices down in here. I'm opened in a sell, yes. Guys, I verbally tell you what I'm doing. You can listen. You can enter whenever you want. Just use your proper risk management or wait. I wouldn't enter right now since there's 10 seconds going to the close. I would wait until it officially closes and wait for 1230 because there's going to be a little bit of volatility now. Okay. So here's the close. Open, black, okay, blue, real quickly. Short wick, it could come back up and retest the hourly or a lower high or the open of that black candle, but it's just holding. Okay, so it's blue, it's coming back up. Okay, so we got rejected again at the opening balance, right? Still holding that opening balance. It's not a big black candle. It's not a big structural candle, just a small candle, but just to show you how the opening balance is technically still holding up for the first minute. We're trading right at that 9 EMA. So let's see if we can get volume below it. Maybe closing below it to make that 9 EMA the resistance. That's a good rejection. Okay, so now we got to continue to do our job as sellers, fill that wick, and then drive back down to the opening price of this blue candle and potentially the opening balance of today, the yellow line, if we can get it down there. To measure the move from entry down to there, just so everyone knows, that could be about 50 pips to the yellow line. And then some traders pip and dip at 50, some hold, some move their stop loss, some traders do various things, but we're not there. We still have this spin top candle, doji, we're waiting on. Still a lot of time left on this candle. 3 minutes is a long time. So it didn't break a new low. That's like equal lows. So we've got support right now holding at 1230, the new 30-minute candle, those equal lows. So I hate equal lows when I'm in a sell because I know that they're holding the market and buyers could continue to accumulate now to take it back up. Okay, so we failed to break a new low. It sucks when you're in a sell. Same with when if you're in a buy and you see equal highs because it failed to break for a new high. So right now they put a temporary pause and the support levels right there at 4,215 and 75 cents. So now we're coming back down, back to the opening balance, some more offers up there and see if we can come back down and break that low. Now the buyers again are coming in at the opening balance. Okay, these are what spin top candles indecision are tricky because you got sellers selling, buyers buying, sellers selling, buyers buying, and we're right virtually at the opening of the candle with 2 minutes to go. Okay, but there is a temporary pause in continuing to push down. $15-minute looks very bearish. It's not, I wouldn't say very bearish. It came up, came down, came back up, pushed down, and we're kind of consolidating right at where the buyers and the sellers are jockeying for this position. So it's in a tough position here where both buyers and sellers could dictate the move. Okay, so let's just see where this bar will close. I'm in, guys. Yeah, I've been in for this candle. You Poppy, you pipped and dipped. Stop loss was super tight in profit. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you really pipped and dipped. That was super fast. No, I'm still holding this thing. Oh, Rob, the gold move yesterday after the 30-year bond auction, it was Donald Trump's tweet. It was when he said that they're not going to escalate any war in the evening, and called it off. He canceled that, and that's what rocketed the market. Okay, so we just got this spin top candle, again, lower highs, but we're not creating any new lower lows. So if this body holds with the blue volume, it's got a high probability next candle is going to open blue and continue to try and come up. So what we need to negate this is a bearish ignited candle. See, it was bearish for just a moment and now turned blue. So buyers now will start to potentially bring it up, fill these wicks. However, if we can get the sellers here offering to continue to push this down. So we are in a very tight range where, yes, it could come up bullish, but we could break down bear. So now it's black volume. So we got to take out those equal lows right now with this volume to create a new lower low. And that will change up everything in the depth of market. If we fail again for a third time to break those equal lows, then buyers could really step in. Okay, so that was a break. Now let's see if we can push it down and get it down maybe to the opening of this blue candle to 42.13, maybe to our daily opening balance right there. That would be 50 pips to the yellow line. And then that's when you can reduce risk. You can take it from the red box, maybe be below the white hourly line. Okay, see how it's coming down now? And let's see, this is good, 40 pips. Maybe 50 to the yellow. Okay, so I'm going to take my stop loss and reduce it now to the white line. I'm in the money. See how I took it from the top of the double top and I brought it to the hourly. Okay, I could even get really, I could bring my stop loss just above the high of that blue candle and just only have like 10 pips of risk, right? I'm in 40, like if you want a 1 to 5 on your money, okay, that's what I'm going to do. It's a Friday. I'm not going to be silly. I'm bringing my stop loss now to right here, just above that wick. Soon it's going to go to a break even. As soon as it taps, yep, break even time. There's the 50 pip break even. Okay, that was a trade now to get you 50 pips. Now I'm at a break even, no risk. Okay, this is where you got to learn how to do something. Take 50% off like boom, maybe take 80% off like how I do, or you're going to continue to hold the trade with a break even. That's fine. As long as we have no emotions, no capital at risk, trading is easier that way. The only thing we can forfeit is the profit. But that's why I want to get you guys to learn how to put money in your pocket, okay? So I'm going to close out 80% right there. It met my goal as a scalper, 50 pips in and out, and I got 20% running. It hit my yellow line to target. That's how I trade. It keeps me disciplined like that. Sometimes I lose a little discipline on YouTube because I want it to drop down 200 pips for all of us, but we got to respect that yellow line, okay? That's a nice little move for 50 pips. Couple of these trades a day, you're at 100 pips, maybe 150. Maybe sometimes we get that big volume and it just drops. But you guys saw I was looking at the M top, double top, drop, and from there, we filled those equal lows. We came down exactly to the yellow line, okay? So that was a textbook scalp, right? And now I'm happy that I cleared out my 80% down there because now it's coming right back up. So I don't play it would have done this, it should have done that, it could have done this. I get my money and I put money in my pocket. It's a Friday, right? Someone's going to say, Ron, who gives a shit? It's only 50 pips, not a big move. That's fine. But someone could be trading with a different lot size than you know, and 50 pips is a lot. When you guys learn how to do it with a standard lot, that's 500 US dollars. And I hope that you guys can learn how to do this, and then you guys can eventually grow your capital to trade with standard lot sizes, or buy a prop firm, $100,000 prop firm where you can trade with standard lots. But that's what scalpers do. Small moves, 30, 50 pips, but with a larger lot size, controlling the risk. How much drawdown did I go into in that trade? I did, right? Remember when it was coming up like that? I encountered 20 pips of drawdown, right? For a 50 pip reward and more potentially, because I have a runner. I'm still invested with 20%, so I got to follow the volume. But you see how it came down black, 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 and tagged again that yellow line and came back up? So it's not easy to break this daily point of interest. Now it's coming right back up. I might get stopped out of this, and then it could be a blue candle coming all the way through here. But that's what the importance of having a break even. Nice. Rahin, $160 done. Congratulations. How to read volume? I just showed you how to read volume. Guys, pay attention to the calls. This is what we're doing. We're doing live analysis. We're doing everything. All of your questions can be answered if you pay attention. Okay, I just got to watch my break even. I'll verbally tell you guys. I'm still in it just by a hair here. I'm still in. There, they got me. Okay, so I got tapped out at break even right there. Okay, so now I am happy that I took out my 80% right to the yellow line. Remember when we started the trade? That's what my measurement was, to come down to the yellow line, right? And I stuck to my rules. So that, when I write that in the journal, that I took a trade, a sell, what was my bias? It was taking like a double top liquidity grab. What happened? I got to record it. Did I do my job as a trader? Yes, I did. I followed my protocols. I followed everything. And now it's coming back up. But you see, I'm not at a stop loss. I realized 80% profit. And the only thing that got tagged was my 20% runner at break even. When you get more experience as a trader, you're going to start to appreciate this style of trading. When you don't understand this, unfortunately, then look at now the market is coming for your stop loss, right? And then I look back at this and say, wow, great that I took out 80% down there. I know it's only 50 pips, but that's the importance of doing a top-down analysis. We didn't just guess this yellow line. We did this from the start of the call, right? So when we look at the daily, you see, when it came down there, it's coming back up with some blue volume. So it's really respecting that right now. Hasn't broke down yet. Okay. Guys, drop a like on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you do like that live trading, live analysis, live play-by-play. If that's what you guys like with live trading, then join this, subscribe to the channel and join us. This is what we do here, okay? So do you guys on Zoom understand, right? How I trade, that teaches me discipline. And this could have been the woulda, shoulda, couldas. And when it came down there, if I want more and I want more and I want more, then look at what happens. It reverses. Let's say I'm not at a break even. Remember where my original stop loss was above there, and then I lowered my stop loss to the white line. So had I still been in this trade and I didn't do anything down there, and I had my stop loss now right there, I could be taking a 50, 60 pip loss now, right? It's much different than taking a 50 pip win or taking a 50 pip loss, right? But now studying it, like you can, I'm out of the trade, but I can go right back in. I'm still with the volume. I'm still here. I'm watching, but I got money in my pocket. Okay. I see it came up, got rejected back down. If it closes below here, then it could really start to break down. I can continue to trade with the volume. That's a lot of people don't understand. When you get in and out of a trade, doesn't mean like that's it. You're done. You're done. But you got your money and you can still watch what's happening. Okay. You can. How many times have you gone in a trade where you're in a buy, it goes up, it comes back down, then it goes back in profit, then it goes back down, then it goes back in profit? You could have scalped the shit out of that wave 3-4 times. You know, that's what scalpers do. I know it's a different mindset than most intraday traders or swing traders, but this is what scalpers do. They buy it here, maybe sell that leg back down, buy that leg, sell this leg back down. Now it's coming back down. Now we got a shooting star candle offering lower high, below. Maybe if you guys are still in, I hope that this continues to do its job. Fill that wick, break that yellow line, close below, and then we're going to travel down to the white line. That's a good rejection. Double top on SPACEX, Rob. Let's take a look real quick. Yep, double top on SPACEX on the 5 minutes. Okay, so you see this zone, right? When it came back up, if you made it green, see when it came in, green, back up, came in again, green, back up, and now it's coming back up to the double top. So this is a green zone now on SPACEX. And you can continue to stretch in the future and just trade alongside. I could trade SPACEX from IPO until the future right now. We're doing our own charting, see? And we were watching the 1 minutes, right? This is look at what happened with the 1 minutes. We got off the call, but look at how it came right back down. Look, right there to the cut point again, guys. Holy shit. Like, I know you guys on Zoom appreciate this. Maybe the guys on YouTube don't understand what's going on here, but you guys look at this. We called this at the first 3 minutes of the IPO, okay? And look at how it held up. Came right back up, came right back down to the green box. Look at the candle that was printed there, right there. Did not break that little tiny wick. That's a clue. And it came right back up to there. You can trade alongside this all day, every day. Okay, if you want to look at it on the 5 minutes, that's how it looks on the 5 minutes. That's SPACEX, guys. Oh my God. See, when you learn the art of price action, you can trade any security that you want. Gold, NASDAQ, US30, USD JPY, oil, AUD, USD, Ethereum, Bitcoin, SpaceX, Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, Apple, GBP USD, anything. Okay. That's why I have the confidence to do this live in front of an audience, because it's the same shit every single day. Nothing changes. Nothing. I have one strategy, one boring routine. Everyone says to me, Ron, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this strategy? Why don't you do that strategy? I'm like, with all due respect, I don't need to, because what I do here makes me money for the most part every single day trading the markets. Not every day, but for high probability, I do. Okay. Now, if you're still in, maybe you didn't just pip and dip out of me. Maybe you're still holding it. I don't know. But well, let's follow the volume. We're coming back down to the yellow line. Will it close above or below? Guys, I'm just going to check how many viewers and to like ratio, okay? Because I'm a probabilities guy. I'm a mathematical guy. We just got into a quick little live demonstration of a scalp. It worked out great if you followed instructions properly. And I want to compare what I do with other trading channels. So we have 800 viewers on our call right now, and we have 373 likes, so that we're just below 50%. If you guys can step it up, if you guys understood that, and your likes and subscribes are bringing good karma, good moves to us. We had a amazing week. We had a great week last week too. Let's carry this momentum into next week. Next week is FOMC Wednesday. Guys, I was so excited to stream FOMC with you. I thought the soccer game I'm going to, the World Cup game, was Tuesday with Panama and Ghana. It's actually Wednesday. So I won't be here with you guys for the live FOMC, but I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday with you guys. I really wanted to do the FOMC, but that's the World Cup game. Guys, thank you guys. We hit 400 likes. I appreciate you guys. And all the subscribers, amazing guys. Like I said, we had about almost 1,600 new subs this week, which is amazing. I think it's an all-time high for us. So thank you guys so much. Oh, and let's take a look at Dow. Okay, so Dow still has not came down. This is not a trade yet. This is a setup that we're looking from our AI trade ideas that we plugged in all that information. So you can now, I don't have to trade blindly. I can start to see, okay, it's still consolidating right now. It still hasn't reached this point. That's why I have an alert there for maybe this afternoon if it can continue to push down. It's not there yet. And this was from our AI trade idea. And Canada plays today, guys, too. 3 p.m. Eastern. Canada plays Bosnia at 3 p.m. That should be a fun game. And then later tonight, USA, I believe, plays Paraguay. Later tonight. Big weekend. Big Saturday night for sports fans. We have World Cup. Lots of games. UFC at the White House. That's going to be an amazing event. Okay. The card is stacked. If you guys watch UFC, that's Saturday starting at 8 p.m. We got the basketball game, New York Knicks and San Antonio, Saturday night as well. Knicks can eliminate the Spurs on Saturday night. So lots going forward. And Carolina beat Vegas last night in hockey. Looks like they're on their way to win the Stanley Cup. So as a Montreal fan, I don't feel so bad losing to maybe the potential Stanley Cup champion. Until we get Connor McDavid come to Montreal. There was rumors him and his wife were shopping for a home in Montreal. So Edmonton, we would love Connor McDavid to become a Montreal Canadiens and help win a Stanley Cup for Canada over here in Montreal. Christoph, if you run the current chart on AI again, would the suggestion be different? Yeah, it gives you live analysis, Christoph. So if I now took a screenshot of what's going on right now and plugged it in, it would give me maybe some different analysis, different feedback. Yeah, it gives you live right away. The free version, guys, you can download it and you get, I think, a few free trade ideas. And then if you want to enroll in it, then you get a limited amount. Okay. But we're giving a free month away. So that's what I'm trying to say to everybody here on the Telegram. We're giving a free month away so you can do unlimited trade ideas and analysis with you guys with your trading. So it's a cool tool. It's nice to have, right? There's nothing wrong with it. It gives you good analysis. It tells you good trade management, tells you suggested areas for stop loss, for TPs. It tells you its analytics. It tells you its bias, why it's considering selling, why it's considering buying. Okay, so you see now where we're consolidating on the gold. Right now, in between, okay, that red line where it was the equal bottom lows, now it's resistance, and we're flagging right here at the opening balance. Okay, so gold is not going to trade in here all day, right? You got to be patient. You know, it could definitely find buyers, come right back up, close above here, and continue to come up and test this red zone and maybe potentially break, or it could be lower highs. And if we lose this position, then it's a nice sell setup coming right back down. Sahana, can I send the Telegram link here? Yeah, I think I can do that. 1 second. Yeah, it's right there, Sahana, in the Zoom. There's the AI trade idea link for their Telegram channel. How much does that AI cost? There's various pricing on the website. Just check it out. Go to the website and check it out under pricing right here. They have different plans if that's what you're interested in. Guys, we're just partnering with this company and giving free giveaways and things like that. But you're welcome to do what you want with it. But it's nice for some traders that want just copy paste a chart, get some analysis. That doesn't mean you just trade blindly. Again, it gives you suggestions. You got to use what we teach here. Watch for volume close above, below, retest, things like that. Maybe you've already done your charting, your analysis. Like let's say, for example, we provide this chart, right? Let's say we provide this chart of what we just are looking at right here, okay? And maybe it will give us an analysis of what to look for. So like that's what you can do as well. Do your charting, and then once everything is done, upload your chart in there, and then it will tell you its bias, and maybe it might confirm exactly what you're looking for. It's like having a trading assistant alongside with you, right? And it's pretty good. Dave and I have back tested it, and it's showing like 80% probability on the 5-minute analysis, which is really good. But you still got to wait, see how it still has not came and closed below there yet. Still working its way up here, still could push down and then have that bigger drop. But that's why sitting with an alert signal doesn't hurt. Just waiting until it eventually gets down there. Okay, we're just continuing flagging here. Guys, if we hit 500 likes on today's call, maybe we will look for one more trade. We got about 10, 15, 20 more minutes maximum on this call. It is a Friday afternoon. We've had an excellent week at SST. Dave has been spot on providing the signals all week. Hopefully you hit some pips with the trade ideas and signals that we offer. And Dave's session caught some pips. Maybe on my session you caught some pips. Maybe on your own trading session you caught some pips. Maybe in the Discord with the snipers you caught some pips. And whatever it is, make sure you guys are continuing to improve your trading. There's Sherry. This is realized profit over here. It took me about 3.5 hours. This is a good pay. I am done for the day. I am thankful. Have a wonderful weekend. Look at Sherry. Amazing. Congratulations. This is a big day, Sherry. And you're doing this consistently. Like, good for you. Like, this is the power of learning trading, guys. Like, I know it's not for everybody, and I don't want to just gloat profits for everyone, because there is traders that have a lot of losses and take a while to figure out trading. But I also got to shed light on the people that are doing really well. Like that's what you get out of trading if you follow your rules, you follow discipline, you follow your risk management, you're patient, you're disciplined. You can be making money daily in this financial markets. And right now it's very volatile. When markets stabilize, it gets much easier to trade. Okay, guys, I just want to look at SPACEX one more time at our analysis, our live analysis. Wow, it's trading 172. It's going to get up to 175. 175. Can I get 175? It's a live auction. Look at it. Just came up, came back down to 50% of that candle, right? And then look how it closed back above. Retested this, flagged, closed above, and continued to take off. I'm calling 175. Why? Because it's psychological numbers, right? Here was the IPO price 135. Look at where they gapped it up, 150 on the dot, right? Look at how everything is working out, or what we teach here. Cut candles in half, point of control, continuing to drive up, volume closing above. Next psychological point, 175. Look, I even have 200 marked up. Holy. What a day. Let's see how much volume is trading on this. So it's up almost 30% right now. Holy shit. Up $37 a share from the gap up. And it is trading right now with 300 million shares in the first hour. Unbelievable. 2.26 trillion market cap right now. So it's already a magnificent 7. It's already ahead of Tesla. Elon Musk is a trillionaire. And this is going to be exciting. I'm really like excited about this. Why? Because if you read this blog that we did on SpaceX, like think about the future, about your children and things like that. Like, look, why is this so like important in the future? Like, you got the Elon Musk effect, you got Starlink growth, space economy growth. So it's exciting. You got the company is building technology that could support future missions to the moon, to Mars. I know it sounds silly when we're talking about this, but who knows what's going to happen 10, 20, 30, 50 years down the road. Global satellite communications, space-based computing. There's a lot that can happen with this company. And there's no doubt that it could be number one. This thing could take over NVIDIA in the next couple of years. It's got the demand. You can see it. Like, it didn't dump at the IPO. A lot of IPOs dump right when they open. This one is not. So look at the demand for it. The demand is there. So anytime there's pullbacks, might position yourself for a pullback trade. Place an alert back at the 135. Obviously, if it comes down to $100, I'm going to be loading up the boat down there. But 135, it hasn't retested this. So put an alert at 135. That might be a nice initial entry. And right now, we're going to tap 175. No problem. But congratulations to those. If you bought the quick little dip at 156 today and you're in the money. Options, trading this with options is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Listener, do you do this every day on live? Yes. Just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Join us all live next week. We're going to open early Monday morning, guys. Be here bright and early with some coffee. Around 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be live. So don't miss out, because that's when I start to do the top-down analysis, right? A lot of you guys ask me, Ron, where did you get these yellow lines? After the fact. So make sure you come early. Get in. The early bird gets the worm, and you're going to learn with us, okay? Guys, finally, if you guys can leave us a like, again, subscribe. Kindly leave us a like as you leave the call. Subscribe to the channel. Join us next week. If you want to join the team, we got the 50% off promo right now. I don't know how long it's going to last, but use that code JUNESST50 off of all premium plans. You get 50% off, and you get everything. Indicators, all live sessions, all of the education, all of the trade ideas, signals, the Discord, everything, guys. We're going to change the game of trading and education in the future, right? You know, just like Elon Musk. I'm giving you guys guidance. We're going nowhere as SST. We're here with you guys daily, educating, going through IPOs with you guys, having fun things. Trading is fun. It can be exciting. As long as you got a good community alongside with you, you can learn and earn as a team. That's what we do here, guys. And the free Telegram as well. Join it, enroll, and then we're going to announce a lucky winner potentially over the weekend, okay? And it will be selected from someone. A lucky winner will get the 1 month free with the Trade Ideas Unlimited charting you can do, and also membership with SST, okay, guys? We appreciate you guys. I want everyone to have a nice, relaxing, enjoyable weekend. Get some rest too. Don't just get consumed on the charts. You know, just all it needs is 1 hour a day on the weekend to just go over your trading journal, do a top-down analysis on your security that you're trading next week, and get some rest. Enjoy the weekend, family and friends, sports, going to the beach, doing whatever, picnic, barbecue, whatever you guys do. Just enjoy it. Weekends are a nice time to unwind. And because trading throughout the week gets very stressful, and it's a lot of toll on your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. So sometimes you just need that time to just relax and get off of the charts, clear your mind. You know, whether you did good or you did bad, it's good to just clear your mind and come back again. Monday is another day. another day we get started. Okay, guys? So from myself, from Dave, and everyone at SST, we want to again say thank you to all of the subscribers on our hitting our milestone of 100,000 subs. That's something we could never have imagined, and it's a dream come true. And congratulations to all of you guys if you did really well trading this week. Congratulations to those that maybe were on a demo account and consistently learned new strategies, making improvements on your trading. And from myself, guys, have a fantastic Good Friday. God bless everyone. And we need 500 likes for that giveaway. Okay, guys? And God bless everyone. And stay safe. And we will see you guys Monday morning early, 6:30, around 6:30, 7 a.m. And we'll see you guys. Have a great day. Thanks, guys, so much. This was an amazing week. Have a good day, guys. Thanks, everyone on Zoom. Have a good week. Ozdemir, take care, brother. Boom. Excellent week, my man. Thank you for joining me on the calls. Joseph, thank you for joining, brother. I hope everything is going well. Tony, welcome. Thank you, guys. Icy, we had a great week as well. I hope you did too. Rob, Justin, Geraldo, Sang, Val, thank you, guys. Krina, Christoph. Yeah, World Cup. Germany is on Sunday. Germany plays Curacao, correct? At 1 p.m. I got that game on my schedule. I pretty much have memorized all of the games, all tournament, guys. It's gonna be exciting. Joseph, your P&L has changed drastically since being here. Amazing. It's just gonna get better and better and better. Okay, just trust the process. Mildred, have a fantastic weekend. Ron, I love your name. Have a great day. Okay, guys. Thanks, everyone. And all of you guys on YouTube. Shout outs to all of you guys all the way from Uganda. I see you. I see you. UP graded. Thank you for joining YouTube from all the way from Uganda. Man, I see how we touch people from around the world. It's unbelievable. So thank you guys so much. Wherever you guys are from, have a great weekend. God bless. Thank you, guys. Joseph, you passed your challenge. Amazing. Good job, man. I'm very proud of you. Awesome, guys. Have a good weekend. From myself and Dave, take care, guys. My pleasure. My pleasure. No problem for the stream, guys. Just give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and trade with us, learn with us, and we'll see you guys Monday morning. Have a great day, guys. Thank you guys so much.